Whatever kind of night you're having, start it off right with Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery. Whether you're mixing up a bullet bourbon old-fashioned for a cozy night in, or Kettle One Bloody Mary bar for a birthday brunch, you can get the perfect beer, wine, and spirits for any occasion delivered with Drizzly. So,
what's it gonna be?
Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com to choose your drinks today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
Welcome back to the Potted Together podcast. My name is Becca, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Adam and Nicole. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey. How's it going?
Things are going. Welcome to my Zen Zone, my Mojo Dojo Casa.
This is the first time that we're recording kind of late at night. It's like dark. Yeah. And we changed our recording time because little Miss Nora likes to party during the day.
Ooh, she is chatty girl.
Little Miss No Nap.
Little Miss No Nap. Little Miss No Nap had many long naps today. She slept for like 2 hours on my body.
What a queen.
2 hours this morning and 2 hours this afternoon. But I got so much done. I was editing while she was laying on me. It was great.
I saw the picture. It was very cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
0.5 gang.
0.5 gang. Exactly.
Love it.
Okay, so today's episode, we're going to talk about what we wish we knew when we first started collecting houseplants. And we've been sitting here trying to figure out if we've done this before, but we don't think we have. So
no,
we're doing it live.
We're doing it.
Yep. We're winging it.
But of course, we need to check in and catch up and see, what's what. So, Nicole, you got to explain your voice to begin with.
Yeah. So I sound like I've smoked cigarettes the past 30 years of my life because of COVID. Okay. So I'm really, really glad that I didn't go to your house because I'm 100% convinced that I had COVID last week, because it doesn't make any sense that I would just have a cold and then test negative and then randomly have COVID a few days later. I don't know. But they tell you to test at the onset of symptoms, right? Like, don't take a test unless you have like visible symptoms, because you could get like a false negative or whatever, So, I listened to instructions and I had a stuffy nose and a sore throat. And this has been going on for quite some time, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I started feeling crappy. When was I supposed to come by you? Last Monday?
Yeah. A week ago.
Yeah. So I started feeling crappy before then, before the Taylor Swift Eras Tour film that I went to go see. So, yeah. You know what? Maybe I had a cold. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I had a cold and then I randomly got COVID because I have luck like that. I don't know. But I woke up after working a couple weddings this weekend and I felt like I hit by a bus. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take one more test. And I text Adam and Becca and I was like, well, fourth test's a charm? Like, what the fuck?
You knew it.
I was so mad. Like, yeah, I knew it. I was so mad. I wore my mask at the wedding that was inside, but there was another wedding that was all outside. Like, it was a backyard wedding. So I didn't wear a mask there, but we were outside. So, oh God, I'm really hoping that nobody caught it from me. But like, how are you supposed to know? Like, this is my thing. Like, it feels like a cold, aside from like the lethargy and like the tiredness and the achiness, it feels like a cold/flu.
Yeah.
And how many people are walking around saying, oh, it's just a cold. I got a cold last week. No, you had COVID. I'm pretty sure you had COVID and you just didn't take a test. But like, what's the difference? Like, who really cares anymore? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's tricky. It is. I mean, I feel like it is going to be around the rest of our lives and it's just going to be like a cold.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the flu came. That's how the flu happened,
It's true, yeah.
Meanwhile, I just feel like I need to paint a picture here. Is Nicole can't smell anything because she has COVID, and Becca just like opened a candle and like visibly sniffed it in front of all of us. Was like, oh, this smells so good.
It is pre-farm. It's so good. Oh my god,
such a good one.
Okay, Bath and Body Works candles, like I've heard, are so bad, but I can't quit. I cannot quit.
They're like literal crack.
They're
Seriously,
so good. Any candle that I have that really isn't that, or an Anthropologie candle, it's just not strong enough. Like I want.
Oh my god, the volcano candle.
Yes,
the volcano
candle.
I've never had that candle.
I think there was a dupe at Target. I think we've talked about this. I don't remember what the dupe was, but I need to find it because I love that smell.
It's so good.
What is it, like $60 for the candle though?
Yeah.
Okay, but like, it's an experience.
It's an experience that I can ask Santa for. That's like something you gift someone.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, speaking real quick of Bath and Body Works. You know what? I'm glad that Bed Bath & Beyond's gone now because I always got them confused, and now I'm not going to.
Yeah.
No,
that was so confusing.
Steve complains about the candles that I get from there all the time. Like, oh, it's too strong. Oh, I just have a headache. He doesn't really complain. Steve's not a complainer. You know, he's a classic. But sometimes he'll be like, oh, my head hurts. And I'm like, is it the candle? And he's like, I think so. And so, but anyway, we go into that store. He literally, like, I'm not a dilly-dallyer. I'm in and out. Okay.
So
we go into that store. I get the job done. All right. Wham, bam.
Same.
Thank you. And we go into that store. That man has to smell every fucking candle. And I'm like, we ain't got time for this. He doesn't leave with a headache. There's so many candles. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, what happened to you bitching about me lighting a candle in the house? And now you're literally just like deep into every single one of these candles. Your olfactory has to be overloaded. Whatever. Yeah. That's fine.
You need the cup of coffee beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bath and Body Works though is like, it does give you a headache walking in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's so strong. It like hits you in the face. I can't be in there too long. But their candles
are they slap.
I will buy every candle they have.
Do slap.
They're so good. Do. I just took the lid off of this, and it's like filling up the air already. Like not even being lit. It's just.
You know what you should do, Becca, and what I should do is get a candle warmer because they say that you're not burning the candle, but you're still getting the
what about me?
Of the wax.
Why just you two?
Well, because you have the issue of girls. Steve thinking they smell too strong. It's still gonna smell strong. It's just for girls. It's for the girls and the gays, so you could get one too.
Oh, thank you.
Should pot it together buy us candle warmers?
Oh yeah, set the vibe.
It could be used as like the ambiance.
I need to get one of those anyway because I need to. I bought these like really cheap candles at Target in the dollar section because I really loved the glass votive that they were in. So I need to just like warm it up and dump it out because they're crap candles. But what's the candle that I got from Bath and Body Works? It was for fresh balsam.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Me up with the fresh balsam.
Hands down. And my mom can't. That one's too strong for her. It's the only one she cannot.
Explain to us what's going on inside your candle. Was there just like wicks, matches that you just threw in there?
Exposed.
I know.
What do you
do? Bad. It's bad. Don't tell anybody. Guys, don't tell anyone that I do this.
Every time I see the candle, I'm like, what is in it?
Oh my God, there's a lot.
I made a bad habit of throwing the match in the candle. I did it like maybe twice, and then Daniel saw that I was doing it, so he started doing it. And so now there's just a lot of matches in the candle, which I'm pretty sure that's like a major fire hazard, right?
I mean, it can't be
would
great.
Think, because it's wood.
It can't be great. Yeah.
It's probably a warning somewhere on the website.
I found out that matches are like the way that a match works is you scrape off the outer thing, and as soon as what's underneath the thing you scraped off touches oxygen, it ignites. Like that's what starts the fire. Did you guys know that?
Well, okay, kind of.
Yeah,
because of the whole phosphorus bomb situation. And I think matches are phosphorus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And phosphorus will keep burning until it's depleted of oxygen. Like, that's the only way to stop it. So, like, that's why it's a banned weapon. Anyway.
Oh.
Is it like lithium?
Well, lithium went out.
Yeah, on its
Little bit of-
own.
Thrown against the car door.
A little beating. But yeah, so that's, but that is wild to think about with matches. Cause I mean, I feel like I knew that somewhere deep down, but I just expected it to just always work, you know?
You know what also is weird? People that light them with their nail, like they just flick it and then it goes on. Like they just...
What?
They just like... Yeah, you never seen somebody do that? They're just like under their nail like... And then it just like starts up.
Never. That's pretty cool.
What
Yeah.
James Dean motherfuckers are you hanging out with?
Yeah, like what?
It was in... That's so
Tell me
funny
about
you
it,
say that.
stud. You better shape up.
Yes.
Because I need a man.
Specifically, it's in Misery at the beginning of the movie when, what's his name, finishes writing his book. He has a cigarette and a glass of wine, I think, after each book that he writes. And he does it. He lights it up on his fucking finger, and I was always been amazed by it. But I've seen other people do it. So it's not just him.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my update. I have COVID and I'm quarantined, and I'm excited about Britney Spears' book coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Big
going to
news.
listen to it.
Very big news. Adam,
Um,
any update from you?
I like sitting here thinking about what I did. I went to Pride this weekend
Oh yeah, I saw that.
because we're
You
in
guys
the
have
desert.
it at such a... It's weird that it's at such different times of the year for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, June is like, I think when it's supposed to be, but it's so hot here. Like that would be a hazard.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they always have it in October here. But so I went Saturday. I didn't know what to expect. It was my first like Pride here in Phoenix. It was fun. I saw some drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race that I really loved, like when I watched the show. So that was kind of exciting. Last night, however, Ashanti was performing and I didn't get to see her.
Oh, fail.
I know.
Oh, missed opportunity.
No Ja Rule, just Ashanti. But anyway, then I think I would feel a little bad though, because I mean, I don't know. Like it wasn't like a huge stage, so then it's like,
Oh,
but she looked like she did good. I saw some story posts. I was like, oh yeah, she was rocking it.
but like, okay, listen, 90s singers, they're done. They know that they're done, so they're doing like these little things. Like, why not? You know,
Yeah.
like Ashanti would not be on a little stage in 1998. She'd be in an arena.
You're
so,
right. Yeah, with Ja Rule.
The fact that she's still singing publicly is an accomplishment, I feel.
Yeah, she looked good. I was really nervous to go though, and I hate that I hate that this is our world now. But like, Pride was supposed to be a thing where people can just like be themselves and not have any like cares. And like, yeah, I did have that a little bit. Like, I could put my arm around Steve and like not even think about who was around us, like to scope it out. Like I just did it, and that felt a little bit freeing. But then on the other hand, I was just like, when we went through security, I was like, those were just volunteers, and I don't know how serious they were taking their job. So then I'm like, I was just, and then we're in Arizona, and I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like a bummer, but I just had another drink and I forgot about it.
Yeah. Is it still a hesitation? Like if you guys are at the supermarket, or you guys aren't very big PDA anyway, right?
Well, no, but like I am, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, you never know how someone's going to react. And that's the thing is I don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with ignorance, because it really can like put you in a bad mood. So I'm just like,
Yeah, totally.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't really like hold hands or anything. I don't think I've ever held hands like with Steve publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't know. Some people, you just never know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Pride was fun. It was a lot of celebrating. There was a lot of questionable outfits. I mean,
always.
good for them. with the confidence. Like, couldn't
Nipple
be me.
tassels.
Speedos.
No, there was basically just like a pouch.
Oh.
And that was it.
Banana hammocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a pouch.
Cheeks out.
Okay.
And here I am
And
buying...
that was your outfit.
Yeah, that was my outfit. It was a big sack, if you know what I mean. That was a potato bag, okay? Just kidding. It was a Crown Royal bag. You know what I'm talking about. Those purple. But anyway, it was really fun. It was fun to go there and see it though. And yeah, I was like, I don't think this is family friendly, but maybe at a certain point it doesn't become family friendly. But there are definitely areas that were like adults only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my
Very
Saturday.
cute.
I woke up at like 8 a.m. on Sunday and I was like, I need an ibuprofen, like now.
Oh, you had a headache, huh?
Yeah.
Drank a little too much?
I don't drink anymore, and I got a little tipsy.
COVID? I'm just kidding.
No.
Never know what it is. Drunk
So then
or
I'm like,
COVID?
oh, this is your late 30s when you go a little too hard on the weekend. Not used to that.
You don't even have to go a little too hard, because I had like 2 beers not that long ago, and I went to sleep not feeling very good, and I did wake up with a headache. 2 beers, light beers at that. Like, we're not talking hoppy beers here, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us. That started happening to me like when I was like 22. Like, honestly, and I think that's a big reason why I just am not into alcohol. And I really have never been, because I'm like operating at a constant dehydration, just constantly. So you add alcohol and it just instant hangover, you know.
But I feel like
not worth it.
I feel like, well, at least there's not many stories of you drinking a lot. But we've known you since you were what, 23?
I think so.
The shit I was doing at 23 years old,
Same.
you guys would not have recognized me, okay? I was
beating down
I was
doors,
going out.
fucking bitches
going-
up.
Beating down doors. Yeah.
It was a crazy time.
See, what I would give to know you at that time, though, like, I would just love
Yeah,
to
were
have
you
met
like
you.
were you like up in the clubs like throwing it back, twerking?
Yes. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes. So I didn't have a fake ID. So me and my friends didn't go out before I was 21, and I had Mia at 24. So it was a solid 3 years of fucking
Raw dog and
chaos.
Raw dog
randoms. Just kidding.
in the club.
But if I'm being completely honest, it was more me and my friends. Like, yeah, there was a few, you know, here or there, but like it was more so going dancing with my friends.
Yeah.
You did it for the free drinks.
Yeah.
You know, you did it for the free drinks.
Totally. You shake it a little. Someone comes up and asks you if you want a drink. And me?
Okay.
Oh.
Sure.
Okay, the thing was with me, I met my husband a week after I turned 21. So
Yeah.
there's that. And I was married at 23.
He just clipped your wings. He just clipped them right off.
Exactly. The shop closed. No, I don't know. I didn't grow up drinking really. And I just loved to go out to the bars and like dance. Like, that was what I loved to do. As Nicole said, dancing with the girls was always what I loved to do.
Yes.
And like, I loved it too because like you could drink a lot but not be like hungover or drunk because you're sweating it all out.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like, yeah, that's like the only circumstance where I think that I would have like more than one drink when on a night out, because otherwise I get a hangover really
Yeah.
fast. So yeah, I need to be able to dance it out. And like, I love dancing in a club. That is like one of my favorite things. Haven't done it in a while,
Oh, me too.
but I love it.
Oh.
There was this great salsa bar.
I want to go dancing with you now, Nicole. Well, both of you, but
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Woo.
We should do that on our next outing.
I'll
we
break
should.
a hip.
Yeah, absolutely. We should go to a club.
We should pretend like we're
break a hip.
mid-20s.
Oh my gosh.
One of us
we should
still
go to
is.
Miami.
Miami.
Checking in. We should go to Miami because Miami was so fun to dance at.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that.
In our cigar era, perfection.
Ooh, and we can have a Cuban cigar.
Ooh.
We can have a Cuban.
Incredible.
Stuff it with,
That's my
stuff it with a little
ketchup.
something extra.
Hey, can you unroll that? Is this like a sub sandwich situation?
Can I add a little something to this sandwich?
I got some fixins. Okay. My update is one of my best friends came to visit. She lives in Arkansas, so she drove up, and it was so sweet. She came to see me for the weekend, and it's so, I think I said this last time she visited, but like it's just really cool to see your friends through multiple seasons of life because like we were in college together, and that was really fun, and then we both were married, and like we would hang out and talk about being married, and then now, you know, I had a baby, and it's this like new level of like when she comes, she like helps with the dishes and like wants to cook for us. Like it's just so fun to okay, obviously she's like helping me, but like I would do that for her too. It's like a it's like a new level in your friendship that you reach when like they kind of do things to take care of you rather than like you're mutually helping each other just by being together.
Yeah.
Like it was just really cool, and she's just a really good friend, and she did bring her huge dog though, and like I love
the
dogs.
Bernedoodle.
He's so cute and sweet, and a puppy. I think he's like 10 or 11 months old, and he's like big, like 80 pounds. And my dogs hated him. It was so bad. Which
is this
I
the
was
dog update
really
you were talking
crushed. Like, yeah.
Oh,
It was.
that was a delay.
Yeah, it went. You were like coming in and out for a second there.
Oh, okay. So maybe there's no delay anymore.
I think we're back.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the dog update. Specifically Leo had the worst vibes with him. And you know, like big dogs, and especially puppies, they don't care if a dog is like telling them to fuck off. Like he's like, no, I'm gonna play. He just kept thinking like my dogs were trying to play with him, but they were like snarling and like like what is it, like lurching at him?
Yeah,
Lunging?
like
Lunging, yeah. And like Leo would like chase him, like barking at him, like he was pissed. And like obviously it's a big dog, so Leo has displayed this type of behavior with big dogs before, but never to this like scale, because it was always like short interactions.
Yeah.
And like Cooper is pretty good with big dogs. Like he's a little scared at first, but like generally he calms down. But Leo's vibes were bringing down the entire interaction. Like whenever we'd put Leo away, Cooper would do a lot better. But I think Cooper was like, "That's my man, and I'm gonna what is it? This is your man. That's him.
This is my.
And I'm gonna stick by him."
Who is that voiceover? Is that Dr. Phil?
So anyway, it made us realize that we need to do something about Leo acting like this, because, you know, he does that to the wrong dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be his life.
Yeah.
You know? And like, we don't take them to the dog park, like hardly ever, because I'm scared. But, you know, you just never know when he's going to interact with a big dog, because we have this set of dogs that walks through our property every once in a while. I don't know whose they are, and I don't know why they're walking around, but I guess that's just living in the country.
Yeah.
Anyway, God forbid they like feel Leo's aggression and they act as a dog should and be aggressive back. You know what I mean? Like, well, not that they should be aggressive, but like they're going to protect themselves.
I feel like because you brought another dog like onto your property, like he was being defensive in that sense, and it could also be the baby.
That's true. Yeah, because I mean, it was so much worse than it normally is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I felt bad for her dog because he was just trying to play with them, and my dogs were like, "Get the freak away from me, dude! This is
no, that's stressful.
They were
that's
mad.
Stressful all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt horrible for him. sweet dog, but like my dogs were pissed. So anyway, we are going to look into some sort of like training, some exposure therapy. I don't know, for Leo. Because we just can't have him doing that. And also we'd love to get them some training so they like don't jump on people and stuff like that because, you know.
Yeah. Did you have to separate
my internet
them?
is cropping out on me. You guys are frozen.
Yeah, there's
Hello?
quite the delay.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Now we are. Can you hear me?
Okay. Now I can, yeah.
Okay.
Is Adam there or is... Oh, he's just very still. Okay. Anyway.
Did you have to separate the dogs the whole time?
Unless we were like standing there actively watching them, yes.
That sucks.
Because he would do this thing where he'd stand right over them and he's like trying to initiate play, but my dogs really didn't like that. They were really scared and like he just thought they were playing with him, and so he just kept doing it, and it's, you know, wasn't understanding the cues, and he's a puppy. Because I kept telling my friend, because she felt really bad, I was like, no dude, like it's fine, like Cooper acted exactly like your dog, but he's smaller, so it's just he was on Leo's level, so Leo wasn't scared of him, he was just annoyed.
Yeah. See, that's how Prime is. Prime acts off of fear. Like he sees somebody. See, good thing that your dogs don't do that with humans. I feel like that would be something to be more concerned about. But it's like he gets like nervous and then he doesn't know what to do, so he just growls or starts barking or bites. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
oof.
I'm scared.
I was like so scared walking around your house. I was like looking for you for my security blanket. I was like, I can't leave this room unless Nicole's next to me. And it's like immediately you're just like, no. And and Jay too. Like he listened.
Yeah.
But
Becca was so chill, and I was more nervous with Becca than with you here.
Yeah, no, I was a baby. I was like, ooh.
Becca was
I feel like dogs pick up on vibes though, because like every time like I was feeling chill, the dogs were like pretty relaxed. But like when they started, like if they got like in a little riff, my anxiety would spike and then it just tumbled down. Like I feel like they pick up on that kind of stuff.
They totally do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't hurt to look into that, I guess, you know?
Yeah. I definitely want to, because there's a few things that we'd love to like improve upon. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like behaviors go relatively unnoticed, or like it doesn't seem like a big deal because they're small. But like if a big dog was doing a lot of the things that they do, it would be like unruly. Is this dog worth saving? Okay, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they do that.
When someone comes over and sits on the couch, they like will not leave the person alone. They have to be on top of them. And like that's really annoying, you know? So
yeah, see, that's what's difficult for me, because I love that. So then like sometimes when I go into someone's house and they're like telling their dog to get down, I'm like, I really don't mind. But then I'm also I also know that you probably want to have your dog not do this to other people, but like they can knock me over and lick my face all day long. I don't care.
Yeah.
It gets like mostly just embarrassing, because I'm like, oh my God, they act like they've never seen somebody before. Like this is just like intense. Like let's breathe. Like we got the lipstick out. We're breathing hard. Like he's like.
That's funny.
But they're very sweet once they calm down and like everybody's settled. They're very chill.
Yeah.
But anyway. So that's my long update. That's really all I have to say. It was a great weekend with my friend, and
did you guys just kind of stay home or did you do anything? Did you go out anywhere?
Did you go get sushi?
We mostly stayed at home, but we also... No, we did not get sushi.
I love that sushi place.
Is that something that I do with my friends?
No, but you took us there, and that was really fun.
It was so good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had sushi a couple weeks ago, so I didn't even really think of it, honestly. But we went to the pumpkin patch, which was very fun.
Oh, and nice.
We took Nora to... Well, obviously we took Nora. We're not going to leave her at home with the dog. It was really cute. There was this little, like, measuring thing. You know how they have, like, the, like, you know, measuring tape or whatever?
Yeah.
And we had her stand up next to it, and she was, like, just under 2 feet. And we're like, oh...
That's cute.
Oh, you gotta send us some pictures.
I will. Oh my God, it was so cute. And she's like Man, she's just like grown up so much in like the last week, I swear. Because like I was listening to the episode, the Brave Yet Controversial episode from the one that came out today that we recorded, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's already different from what I was describing in that episode. I'm like, that's just so crazy. So.
She's definitely more smiley. Like she's smiling constantly now.
And she rolled over, and she's a
she rolled
chonker.
over.
No, okay, but I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just love thick babies, and she's a thick
me
baby.
Too.
Good job,
I
Mama.
know. She's a little thick girl.
The rolls are the best.
That was me.
Homegrown rolls.
Oh,
Yeah. She's so sweet, and she's like, she rolled over twice, and then I was like, wait a minute, do it again. And then she like was mad, but I recorded it and sent it out to everybody. It was so sweet.
yeah.
But yeah, like honestly, not putting her online has been great. The only downside is I have to be so much more intentional about like showing her to people and like updating people, because I was thinking one of my sets of grandparents hasn't seen pictures of her, I think, since she was a newborn. And like for me, it feels like no time has passed, but like in their lives, it's been 4 months. So like that's a long time that they haven't seen a picture of her. So I'm like, oh shoot.
But that's
because I can't
nice, because then it brings you back to those important people, and then you're reaching out on like a personal level. It's not just
totally.
like
It definitely
social
feels
media.
more personal.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It's really nice. And there's a lot of people who aren't putting their babies online, so I'm not that weird, and
No,
that makes
not
me
at
feel
all.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, well,
that's a
you're
good
still
thing.
weird, but you're not that weird.
I'm still a weirdo.
You do throw matches into your candles,
Yeah,
which I've literally never seen someone do in my whole
we
life.
just went over
I'm
this.
so shocked by that. I feel like a lot of people in my life do that.
Really?
I think I've seen my mom do it. I swear I have.
I have an electric, like one of those electric lighters that you charge up, and it just like is like the zapper
It's
thing.
like an electrical current. I have those too. The thing is with those, it lets off a really high frequency sound, and I hate that.
The dogs hate it too.
Really?
Yes, my dogs like run away,
Really?
and I feel bad. Yeah.
Do you have one?
No, I don't, but I've been thinking about getting one.
Yeah, they're great because you don't have to keep buying those those
I know, you don't
big
have to keep
lighters.
buying lighters. Yeah, it is really nice for that. And the other downside is it takes a while to light the candle. Like the actual wick like won't ignite right away.
Yeah,
But other than that, like it's great. And I don't think that Daniel can hear the high frequency. So that says a little bit about his hearing.
Yeah, his age. Yeah. Okay, but do you guys ever watch 30 Rock?
No.
Oh, because there's this girl in there, Jenna, is the character who's like trying to hold on to her youth, and no one really knows how old she is. And then some of these guys, because it's basically behind the scenes of like a SNL. So some of these writers are like, oh, we got this app that emits high frequency, and so you can tell how old somebody is by the sound and what they can hear. And so they're like playing it, and she's like screaming at the top of her lungs. She's like, what are you guys doing? How's everyone's day? And they're like, you can't hear that? She goes, no, I don't hear anything. It's really funny. It's the one that had to be there kind of thing. But
that's funny.
the lighters
30
though.
Rock.
Oh, 30 Rock is such a good show. Peacock. Do they work only for candles, or would they work for like, cigarette type things?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh,
The ones
Like
that I have, I would say no, because it's like 2 prongs.
Okay.
cigarette type
well,
things.
How
Like a joint?
Okay.
Jeez, Nicole.
I think it would depend on how you roll it, right? Because isn't it like you twist the end? I think if you twisted the end where you light it, you could.
Okay.
Because it's like 2 prongs and then an electrical current going between them. So if it's skinny enough to fit through that, it will light it.
I would bet you could light a cigarette with an electric lighter, though. I think
that
it's
would
an
take
experiment that we should try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell my mom to
I
use
volunteer
it.
you.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yes.
Yeah, have your mom.
I'll have my mom try it, and then I'll let you guys know. But I feel like it would for sure a joint.
Okay.
Wait, the side that you
What about a
twist, does that
bowl?
go in your mouth?
Not a bowl. Okay. Not a bowl. You need a full flame for a bowl. The side that you twist.
No.
Well, you twist both sides, kind of.
Oh, okay. See, this I've never partaken, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know there's a twist involved, but I didn't know if that went in your mouth or you lit that part.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. No.
Should we, next time we get together, should we like
smoke a joint?
Yeah, only if you stop getting pregnant.
Like I just keep getting pregnant.
Yeah, you know that
and over.
You know that 5-year plan you got? Well, cut that shit out.
Hey, I've got 18 months.
Okay, well we better see each other within the next 18 months.
Oh gosh. Well, should we get into it?
All right, are we ready to? Let's get into it. Should we get into the topic?
There's a couple brave yet controversial topics in that update. I kind of like it.
Yeah, we can't only be like that on our Patreon, you know. Yeah, but if you like it, you can join our Patreon.
If you like the vibe, we'll subscribe.
The mistletoe margarita, the Scrooge driver, the North Pole punch. The holidays call for cocktails, so get everything you'll need for them delivered with Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery. So
what's it gonna be?
Classics like Bullet Bourbon, Don Julio Reposado, or Kettle One, or maybe something new. Find it all on Drizzly, where you can get beer, wine, and spirits delivered for any holiday festivity. Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub-$500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who are we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. From their innovative ceramic materials to sexy automatic divers, from ultra-thin dress watches to solar-powered statement pieces, and everything in between, Movement is making sure you're the good gifter this year. For your family, your friends, or for yourself. And now you can take advantage of 30 to 50% off Movement's California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories to get them a gift they'll never forget. With fast, free shipping and returns and amazing bang for your buck, Movement makes for a relaxed shopping experience. And with one-size-fits-all watches, it's an easy, elegant gifting experience too. Shop 30 to 50% off now at MVMT.com. That's MVMT.com.
Okay, so as we said, we are going to talk about, I guess, things that we
I was like, Becca's going to restart her internet. We'll be right back.
I just went blank.
Oh, okay. It looked like you froze.
Oh, am I?
For a solid 10 seconds.
I think I did. See, that's the downside of recording at night. Now the internet, everyone's using the internet in the city. So us country folk don't get much. Okay. So we're going to talk about what we wish we knew at the beginning of our plant collecting journey. And gosh, there's so many things. I feel like every week I have a new one. Like
that's crazy because I'm having a hard time thinking of some.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that you're going to jumpstart my thoughts on these.
Same.
All right. Well, here we go. Here we
Buckle up.
First of all, I wish that I knew. This one is like at the front of my mind because I just dealt with thrips. So I apologize for being, repetitive in bringing it up. But I did overcome thrips, so I'm proud. But also, I am fully expecting them to come back. I want to say that as well before someone's like, just you wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't expect them to come back. Be gone.
Be gone, thrips. Okay. I wish that I knew that pests were what's this face? Can I get out my sentence?
Yeah, get it out.
Sorry.
I'm self-conscious. Are you guys laughing at me or with me?
No, not. I'm laughing at Nicole because she swept in with a Kleenex wrapped around her finger, completely shoved her finger up her nose, did a swirl, and then put it down. And I have, the things that Nicole does sometimes just really throw me off because I wouldn't have expected that kind of technique coming from you.
Well, I'm trying not to blow my nose so our editor doesn't have to edit a lot out. but I typically would blow my nose. But I need to get up there. I need to stop the drips, you know?
Okay, sorry.
I completely missed the what would that be? The picking nose with protection. I missed that. So I didn't know what you guys were making that face over, and I thought that I did something.
No.
You want to do it again?
Okay.
Yeah, see,
I'll do it
like
again.
it's just like she's just like a rim job that nose right there.
I'm not a suck it back kind of girl. You know, like
No.
the sniffle and
It
swallow.
looks like a ghost. Oh God.
It does look like a ghost.
Whenever I hear someone do that, I know too well what they're doing, and I can hear them. Like, this is so gross of me, but I'll hear them sniff, and I'll wait to hear them swallow to know if that's what they were doing.
And then like cough a little.
So don't do that in front of me, because I'll know. Yeah,
Stop it.
it's not subtle. Unfortunately, I just pick up on like really detailed things that people do, and I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. I'm just taking
Interesting.
notes.
Sorry that I threw off your entire thought process.
Okay. That's okay. I was diagnosed with ADHD. Everything makes sense.
Aw.
Okay. The
Thrips.
Oh yes. I wish that I knew that pests were not the end of my plant care, my plant life, because the first time I ever found a pest was when you guys were over and we found spider mites. And I really thought my life was over. Like the following week, I was scrubbing. I was getting high off of rubbing alcohol on accident.
Yeah.
And like I thought my life was over. Like I remember filming that whole process and being really raw about it, and somebody like commented and was like, you're being really dramatic about something that's not even that big of a deal. And I was like, listen, my life is over. Can it? Like I was pissed that somebody said that.
I feel kind of honored to have been a part of that moment in your life. Recording
Honored, but
behind the
also
scenes.
embarrassed because like we were just laughing our asses off at Becca's very guttural fear, and like
We were.
she was like having a breakdown, and we're like, let's put a camera in your face. Oh, there's
Okay,
another one over here. Oh, we got more here.
Meanwhile, I'm having a panic attack and trying not to show it because
Yeah.
like we were kind of
in the bathtub, hunched over the bathtub.
Nicole's like, you don't have to use this footage, but if you want, I'll send it to you.
Everything is content. Everything is content. Listen,
Yeah,
I feel like we helped you through that selfishly. I feel like we did.
No, it was definitely like way better to have you guys who understand, because if you guys saw the video where I found the thrips, I was outside spraying them down, like almost like manic. Like I was freaking out. And Daniel walks out and he's like, so what's going on? And I'm like, it's the worst thing in the animal kingdom. And they're all over everything. And he was like, oh, are they worse than fungus gnats? And I was like, oh my God, I could punch you. Of course they are. Like, he didn't get it. You know,
Google
a
it,
sweet
Dan.
man, sweet man. Love him. Love him. Love the care. Love that he was asking. But man, he had no idea what I was dealing with. Okay. But yeah, I wish that I knew that it was not a death sentence, especially with thrips. Like I always was like so afraid of getting them that even my reaction with that, like I cried. A lot of tears were shed, I'm going to admit. But it's just really not that bad. I mean, okay, it is, but it's not like the end.
Yeah.
Like, only a couple of my plants died, and like there's a few that are a little uglier now, but it tells a story, and it's just all a part of the process. And like,
Yeah.
it's not embarrassing to have gotten a pest. It's more like you should be proud that you found it and that you were able to identify it and like find a solution.
Yeah,
So that's what
that's
I wish I
true.
knew.
I do feel like this is one of the main reasons why I can't bring myself to spend a lot of money on a plant, though, because I'm terrified of that. Like, I would be so upset if I lost like a $300, $400, $500 plant from thrips, you know?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean,
100%.
I think we all, that would, no, thank you.
Yeah.
That would really hurt. Okay, but the thing is that I'm thinking like if you have those plants that are like really, really important to you, you just prioritize those ones. And okay, but if you catch it early enough, it should be fine, right? Like,
Right.
it'll be a little ugly for a while.
Yeah.
But like in my mind, it was like, oh, all my plants have thrips. I have to throw them all away. But it's like,
Right.
they're going to be fine. Even those really prized possession ones. And like, I don't know. I guess I haven't recently spent a lot of money on a plant. So like it didn't hurt too much when the expensive ones had it. But if I had just like, let's say I had just dropped 300. I was going to say 300K. No. If I had just dropped $300 on a plant and it got thrips, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
You know,
it would sting a little.
But I feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of most of my plants at this point. So I have a little bit less attachment financially.
Right.
Right.
That's a good one, though. It definitely is not a death sentence.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're going to go back and forth here?
Yeah, but I still don't know.
Okay, let me think. Something I
Adam,
knew
how
before.
Go ahead, Nicole. You have one. Go ahead.
Ooh, that face. Okay, well, I don't have one. I'm thinking of it currently. Something that I wish I knew before I started collecting plants was that even the basic plants are cool and beautiful. What? Did I miss something?
It's like
I
when
thought-
kids read an essay.
Hopefully y'all are listening to this on 2 times the speed.
Something that I
wish I knew about plants.
It's like
When I started collecting. And if I had known this before, it would have been really helpful. And like you're trying to reach the word count.
Right, real big. Okay, I wish I knew that following trends wasn't necessary, and to like take more pride in the basic plants like pothos and heartleaf philodendron and ZZ plant. And although the ZZ was pretty expensive when we all first started collecting plants.
yes.
Yeah.
Snake plants, like stuff like that. Like it was like when I first started collecting plants, I feel like, well, we all kind of got into it when houseplants were starting to come back into the scene. Like there was like our grandparents had houseplants and then it died off for a really long time. And then I feel like we got back into it at the hype of things. And it's like everybody was buying all these really expensive plants. And I always kind of felt like, oh, I wish I could have this or, and you don't need that. Like, just buy the plants that are beautiful. Beautiful plants can be cheap, Yeah, that's one. That's not a very good one, but that's the one.
No, I think that's good because when you start collecting plants, it can be so easy to get just tunnel vision for the rare, expensive ones.
Right.
When it's like, why did you start collecting plants? Well, it's because you like greenery, you like the way they make you feel.
Right.
And like that could come from a pothos. It doesn't have to come from a Albo Aurea Monstera. Yeah. Whatever.
Creme brulee.
I was trying to come up with
whatever.
Milkshake creme brulee.
Yeah. A Monstera type constellation creme brulee with sprinkles. Like it doesn't have to be.
Oat milk, please.
Monstera type constellation oat milk. Yeah, we're so giggly today.
I know. It's delusion.
It's because it's at night. We're a little
Delulu.
unhinged.
I still don't really. Okay, what's one that you were going to tell me to do, Becca?
Well, your collection started off, very broad.
It did.
And
yeah.
okay, but there's like I think that's a natural progression though. Like that's very normal to start with a lot of things. You cast a wide net and then you see what sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, do you think you would have switched to mostly Hoya earlier had you known like that's okay? Like, did you ever feel like, oh, I feel like I should have a bigger variety, or did you just like not feel that pressure?
Well, I think because like I started making YouTube videos and like we all kind of did, so we got into the whole like unboxings and all of that stuff. So that's why I was like, I probably would have still done that. But I do wish I would have gotten to Hoya, like, even though it was pretty early on, but like, I wish I would have got into them earlier when they were a lot cheaper. Because like, you see like old House posts, like HOUZZ, like, where they're like, oh yeah, here's a cutting of this for $5, you know, all of these things. But yeah, I don't know how it would have changed though, because I really loved the foliage of all the other plants. Like I still see like the Peperomia obtusifolia in Lowe's and I'm like, oh, so pretty. Or like prayer plants I see and I'm like, I want to try it again. So I still probably would have been like fall into that trap, but yeah.
Also, unboxing back then, like when we were first getting into collecting plants, was so fun. Like all of those videos are very genuine, like unboxing and like getting a new plant and you know, like, Jay's asked me a couple times. He's like, do you think that you would have bought all these plants had you not done YouTube? You know? And I was like, honestly, I think I would have, because still there's a few unboxings I didn't record, obviously. And when you get a plant in the mail, it's like this exciting thing. Like you're excited to get it out of the box and see it. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I swear I'm not high. I swear to God.
You've got brain fog.
I really do.
Well, it's my turn again.
Yay.
I know. I'm like relieved. I was like, please just say all of them, Becca. We'll be
commentary.
We'll just commentate.
We edit out me telling you guys what to say. No. Oh, well, shit. That was the only one I had. No, just kidding.
I was freaking out for a second there. I was like, oh, God.
Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take it.
No, I would say I wish that I was more experimental with my plants earlier on, because I've expressed that I am like really attached to my plants and I don't like to cut them up. But I think more recently, I've been a lot more detached. And I don't know if it's just this phase of life I'm in, or because I've had certain plants for so long, I'm kind of like wanting something different. So I'm more willing to chop them up. Like, for example, when I first started my plant journey, there were several people who just gifted me like really nice plants, like out of the kindness of their heart. Yeah. And they were like, yeah, just pay it forward. And I was always like, like, I'm going to be brave yet controversial and like honest here. When that happened, I was like, shit, like, I don't want to cut up my plants. Like, this sounds scary. Like, I want to, because somebody has done that and blessed me with this plant. But the thought of doing that too is scary, because like it took me so long to get this plant. Like, I don't want to cut it up. But of course I have paid it forward like many times now. And like, it just made me realize that the joy of paying it forward is so much better than having that plant in my, like having the original, all the leaves. You know what I mean? Like, because like, for example, my elbow, I've shared it with 2 people now. I've got 2 more cuttings that I would be happy to share. And it's like, it's just cool that, I don't know, that people now have that plant. And I think that that helps, like, I don't know, with the demand of these certain plants. Like, it kind of messes with the market when people get it for free. You know what I mean? Yeah. And with something like plants, it's like, it's going to grow back. It's not a big deal. And that was really hard for me to not be kind of greedy, honestly. Yeah. And I'm really happy that that is not my story anymore. I'm out of that, and I love to share. Which reminds me, Nicole.
Yeah.
No worries if it died, but the Philodendron glorious, is it dead? After I just went on and on.
About how much you love your plants and how much each one is like a piece of your soul leaving. And Nicole is giving a face right now. She's like, I don't even remember seeing a plant.
Yeah. It's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. Okay, see, this is a part of the detachment that I went through psychologically because I used to not want to share my plants because I was afraid that people would kill it and they wouldn't care as much as I did. But that's not why plants die. Like, sometimes they just do, and it's not personal.
My clarinervium seeds are sprouted, and I have 4 of those.
Wait, but what happened with the glorious?
It just died.
Oh, okay.
It's dead.
Okay.
It's dead.
It happens.
I lost so many plants when I neglected my plants, like a couple of months ago. Like,
it's okay.
Yeah.
And Bree gave me some, and they died too. And it's
Oh no! Does she know? Because she's gonna be over.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be awkward.
No, she was supposed to come over. She was supposed to come over this Thursday.
So
no, I updated her with pictures. She was supposed to come over Thursday, but we canceled because of COVID.
You know, now going back to a little point of the helping the market out, and this is off topic, but you know, it wouldn't be trademark us if it wasn't. But Facebook is a different breed of plant people.
I am not on Facebook.
And I'm not on it much, but
I tried to be.
I have randomly come across like some people in the groups that are pissed when someone like sells a highly sought after plant for like a low price, because in their scarcity mindset is like, well, now I can't sell it for a higher price because someone can look and see that it was sold for this much in the group when they're trying to decide if it's a good price or not. And they'll see, but it sold at like $40 last week and you're trying to sell it for $120. And so that really gets under my skin. Those kind of people who are like, oh, I wish people would like love the plants and care for the plants. But then they're also mad when someone sells it for a really great price, because in their mind, they're like, well, now I can't sell it for that.
Yeah. But it's price gouging, you know?
Yeah. Well, and it's like, if you feel like the plant is valued at that, then sell it at that. And if you don't sell it, then that's not, the plant isn't valued at that then, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, people are going to pay, people could be willing, it could be worth it to them at that price, but for some people it's not, and they just won't buy it then. Like,
anytime I've sold cuttings on Instagram, which was like very few times, I did the whole like make an offer thing because I felt like the plants really didn't hold very much value to me, which is why I was selling the cuttings in the first place. But if they, you know, if somebody valued that plant at a specific amount and they could afford it, then that's what it was. You know, I sold cuttings for $10 and I sold cuttings for like $80, you know?
Yeah. I mean, some of those plants I had given you, so it kind of hurts my feelings when you said they had no value. I'm just kidding.
I have never cut up a plant you gave me and sold it.
I'm kidding.
I don't think I did.
I don't remember.
We're having a therapy session right now. Nicole mistreating the plants we gave her.
Oh, God.
I'm joking. Yeah, I think it's a really important thing, well, for me to like detach emotionally, because I did kind of take it too far sometimes and just I wasn't even willing to cut them up for myself sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I think that's a really fun part of owning plants, is experimenting with them and propagating. And every time I do it, I'm so happy I did. I never regret it ever. So
Yeah.
That's
a good one. I feel like I did that a lot in the beginning of my plant. Like, I feel like that's what intrigued me about plants the most, was that you could grow plants from your plants, and like propagating
100%.
was like this whole crazy experimental thing. I don't know. You know, when you're able to keep a plant alive, it's an accomplishment. And if you've never done it before, it's like, wow. But when you propagate a plant and you make another plant, is like double wow, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. Something that I wish... Why do I keep repeating it? Jesus Christ. Man. I really cannot think of any.
I'm just waiting for this answer to be like that one beauty queen. She was like, I think the United States map in 5th grade, America.
Amen.
How
wish
about
I-
like? Oh,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Well, okay. I was gonna say I wish I knew more about soil and like additives and like adding stuff into your soil, because when I first started collecting plants, I for sure thought that like Miracle Grow was the way to go. And not saying that like it's this shit soil, which it's definitely not the best, but you should be putting other things in it depending on the plant. And I just thought every plant could use the same soil. Like it was fine, like for every different type of plant. And that's definitely not the case. I just didn't, there's definitely a lot of videos that you could watch on that and research to do, but I just wish I knew more about it. Like I didn't research that part of it. I think a lot of people make that mistake too, because people are like soil, plants grow in soil, but it's not that simple.
I've seen a lot of people. I house sat for someone one time, and they just like dug up some dirt from their backyard and put like a house plant in it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wow.
And like, I think that's a common thing. And we lived in Tucson, so it's desert soil. It's not rich Iowa black dirt.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to
That's not
say
that
if
black
it
soil.
was, that'd probably be better than Miracle Grow. I'm just kidding.
A big one that I wished, there's been a couple pests that I wish I would have known about before. Well, I guess I don't know if that really fits into the category, but flat mites I really wish I would have known about earlier.
Oh, yeah. I think we all wish we would have
Because
known about them.
Yeah, I probably gave those to so many people, but we all have. I gave them to probably both
So
of you
have I.
guys.
Yeah.
Like unintentionally, but
Yeah, of course.
that's one.
What did we call that?
Chlamydomites. Nick, my friend.
Chlamydomites.
Yeah.
Chlamydomites.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're still kind of going rampant in the plant community because, like, I had a friend recently do a trade, and I was like, "Scope it," and she was like, "Oh, I know the She was like, I know the person." Before I said that, and I was like, "Still scope it." Like nothing comes into my house without me scoping every inch of it.
I
And
can tell.
She found flat mites, and I was like,
See?
"Yeah, like you would have just probably infected your whole collection because." And like, yeah, the person that you got it from wasn't probably doing anything intentional because
No.
whatever, but
like I can tell like in a store, like when I go to stores, especially with Hoyas, I can look at a Hoya and be like, all these have flat mite.
Yeah.
And I don't even think the people at the sorry, I was gonna say I don't even think the people at like the nurseries know.
I don't think they do. Well, do they have the capacity to get rid of flat mites as well?
Yeah, no,
with all those
I mean,
plants they're caring for?
Probably not, unless they're using some heavy pesticides, which sometimes you can see it on the leaves,
yeah.
the residue. But
Yeah, I was going to say it kind of ruined my experience buying Hoya out because like every single one I see has it.
mm-hmm.
And I don't want to bring that into my home. And I also just like, it's ugly. But like, I used to think that's just what Hoya looked like.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's crazy to
Yeah.
see Hoya without them, because I definitely still have some Hoya that have flat mite, but some of mine, like a lot of them don't, and they're just so much more beautiful, so much more healthy.
Yeah.
The leaves are shiny, they're not all crinkly, the ones that are not supposed to be, at least. So, and the stems are not all like cracked, and you just know that they're burrowing in there. But the thing about flat mite is that
Scary.
like they've been around for forever, I'm sure, but just nobody knew about them when we first started collecting houseplants.
different people. I mean, like obviously the Swedish people have been into Hoya for a long time. I mean, there's people in the U.S. too that have been like that, but like it's like the older generations knew, and it's like then the young ones kind of come into it, and then they start realizing, and it just keeps going. I'm sure there's going to be another wave of flat mites in like 10 years with these kids being like, I didn't even know these existed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Man, what is the next wave of houseplants going to look like? Because, like, do you guys think that the current houseplant wave has died down? I think it kind of has.
See, I don't know. I go back and forth
Yeah,
with
I
myself
don't know
on
either.
this, Because I feel like there's so many more people on YouTube and writing blogs and on social media that are collecting plants. Like it's exploded over the past few years, especially during the pandemic. But I feel like our generation of houseplant collecting, like the OG 2018, 2019 crew, has kind of come down from it, or at least, you know,
there's like a new class of people coming up.
Yes. And I don't know if it's necessarily more people now or if it's just because I'm consuming less plant content, you know?
True, yeah.
That's very true. I don't really consume plant content anymore unless it's like you guys and like a select few others. I think maybe because making plant content is my job. So it's like part of it is like I don't want to be like accidentally copying people, you know, because that can happen when you consume people
100%
in your niche.
Yeah.
Spend too much time in your niche. And then also it's like I spend my entire day thinking about and making plant content. Like I'm not really interested. Yeah. Like, I want to talk about other things when I'm not working. But so I think that probably contributes too. But there's a few people that I'm like curious, but it's mostly about them, not their plants.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is. I feel like a lot of people in different niches, maybe this is just a general thing that happens, but you come out of it and then you want to move to a more generalized, I guess, YouTube channel topic, like what's happening in my life. Or there's so many people that I've watched in the makeup community and the plant community who have babies, and then their content's all about babies. And I'm all for it because I'm already invested in that person, you know, which is so weird. But I feel like it just naturally happens that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you like get to know someone and like you're curious about their life. You want to know if they got a new dog, if they're moving houses. I don't know. It makes sense.
Honestly, that's a good one. What were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, what is that like? Relationships with people online, but it's not real. What is that called?
Oh, I don't know.
Parasocial.
Oh.
Never came out of my brain.
Parasocial. We are learning things today. But something that I wish I would have known was, like, I guess in starting a YouTube channel, which goes hand in hand with me collecting houseplants because it was around the same time. It's why I did it. I wish I knew I didn't have to only talk about plants on my Clean Leaves page from the beginning, you know, because I feel like I should have mixed in some more vlogs here and there, and I don't know, included more things that I like instead of just plants. I tried to do that here and there, but because I curated such a niche content, you know, such a niche channel, it never got great views. I mean, you know, it's the same thing with you too.
Yeah, that's why I started another channel, because it's like, I can't put like a personal vlog on my channel. I could, but I just don't feel like I can.
Yeah.
I think if you did though, it'll perform less, but the people that watch you for you would really love it.
Yeah.
Because I love when people do that. I'm like, oh, they vlogged? Yes. You know, it's like something different.
Yeah.
But
totally. Well, guys, I was waiting for one of you guys to close it out. I'll keep talking. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today on this little chat about what we wish we knew. I feel like we could talk about this topic some more after we've maybe thought about it and
maybe did a little prep work for the episode. I don't know.
Hey, we're recording a few days earlier than we normally would, so we'll give ourselves a pass on that.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
We normally have like a whole week to prepare, but regardless. We also didn't mention last week was the last week for our Plants That Kill series. So if you are wanting to continue the spooky vibes, we have 3 episodes of that. And if you like the ranty, chatty vibes, we also have a Patreon where we have 2 tiers. We have a once a month tier and then an every week and once a month tier. So lots of fun over there. We actually have a new merch piece for our new tier, Brave Yet Controversial. Anybody could buy that, actually. but it was made in honor of our new tier. So it's really cute. And
it is very cute.
If you are, yes, it is. I feel conceited saying that. It's cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah. So if you guys want to follow us on Instagram for more updates and just to chit chat about this topic, you can follow us at Potted Together. You can also find us individually. Adam is Not Dude with a K, and Nicole is My Clean Leaves, and I am De La Plants. We love ya.
And you know what? Just a little side note. If you guys are looking for a calendar, Let's Talk Hoya just came out with a calendar, and it's so freaking cute.
Oh,
and Adam didn't know I was going to say that, but it's very cute. I love it.
Face. Get your 2024 calendar.
It's a
so
little
cute.
guy.
I'm gonna
it's not.
Get
it's just like it's a little 8.5 by 5.5. You know, it's a little cute little guy.
I love it. I love it.
It's really cute. I always have a calendar hanging on my door in my kitchen, and I think that's going to be the one this year. I already pre-ordered it, so.
You did?
Yay!
Hell yeah!
It's in my cart.
As soon as I saw it.
Oh, you guys are sweet. Yeah.
I also got the sticker bundle because those stickers are really cute.
They are very cute.
Yeah, that's what I was debating on.
Yeah, well,
I didn't either.
I did a Google form, and then it was like really confusing. Well, it wasn't confusing. It was pretty, but it's not as easy as a website, you know?
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, the stickers are fun. The calendar's fun. I love taking photos, and now that I got the macro lens, like I am obsessed with like.
I was gonna ask. You took all the photos in the calendar, didn't you?
Yeah. And
yeah, you did.
I love it.
Say it loud and proud. We're so happy for you.
So,
that's exciting. I feel like you guys could also sell prints.
I know. What do you think? Look, I'm
100%.
still someday am gonna do some sort of like coffee table book, I think, or some kind of like
I love that
Hoya Bloom book, but yeah,
I love that.
What about
someday.
Okay, I don't want to shit on you. Digital download prints would be so easy because it just immediately downloaded and you don't have to do anything.
That's right.
That's true.
You know, Jake the plant guy has prints of his plants over like on his walls. I love that guy. He's just vibes. I don't know. He's like, I don't care. I'm just doing this for fun. This is a creative outlet. And he's just like so cool. But he has like beautiful photo prints of his like Monstera leaves as like hanging as art on his wall. And I was like, genius.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I love that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But also like
check them out.
Like wallpaper, like for your phone.
Yeah.
Digital. Okay, sorry. I just had to talk about that.
I was thinking about that too. A wallpaper pack. Adam, come on.
Boom, boom,
Let's
boom.
do it.
Let's do it.
Get on it. All right, guys. We gotta go because we'll just stay here. We don't know how to end it right now. Are we all high? Like, what? We're just looking at each other like, okay.
No, I can smell Steve making food, and I'm like, I need to eat. I'm getting hungry.
Okay.
Yum.
We'll let you go. We'll end the Midwest goodbye so that you can go eat. All right.
I can't smell anything. Okay, bye.
Well, slap the legs.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. Goodbye. Bye.
Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub-$500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who are we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. From their innovative ceramic materials to sexy automatic divers, from ultra-thin dress watches to solar-powered statement pieces, and everything in between, Movement is making sure you're the good gifter this year. For your family, your friends, or for yourself. And now you can take advantage of 30 to 50% off Movement's California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories to get them a gift they'll never forget. With fast, free shipping and returns and amazing bang for your buck, Movement makes for a relaxed shopping experience. And with one-size-fits-all watches, it's an easy, elegant gifting experience too. Shop 30 to 50% off now at MVMT.com. That's MVMT.com.